Hello and welcome back to Leeds lately. Let's get a bit of a zoom on that so you can't see the light. There we are. Sorted. Hello everybody, welcome to Leeds Lately for the live watch-along of Leeds United versus Nottingham Forest, the first live watch-along of the season. Leeds United looking to get off to a winning start today. Welcome to all of those of you who have joined us already. Welcome to our Leeds Lately members in here like Liam B, Ryan Tune, Pierre is here. Welcome everybody as well who are regular subscribers as well. Welcome to Karen Curtin. Welcome to White Swan. Welcome everybody who will be joining us shortly as well. So, Leeds United then to take on Nottingham Forest. First of all, we'll go through the Forest lineup. Welcome Munchy Toy. Welcome everybody who's joining us. The Forest lineup is as follows: Sells in goal, Williams on the right hand side of a back five, Aina on the left with Murillo, Milenkovic and Jaya Cunha through the centre as three centre halves. Sangare and McAtee are two midfielders with Ndoye, Gibbs White and Jesus in the attack. That's the way it is at the moment. I think Leeds are wearing the yellow shirt today, which will be nice to see. Its debut, as well as Tarek Muharremovic's Premier League debut as well. Welcome Robert Wetzel as well. Welcome to everybody who's joining us. Leeds United hopefully getting off to a winning start today. So far in the Premier League, of course, Arsenal won 3-0 against Coventry City on the opening night last night. And today in the early kickoff, Hull City pulled off a shock 2-0 victory against Manchester United at their home stadium, Hull. Yes, a bit of a shock to the footballing world, that one. They've pulled off a really, really good start. Let's hope that Leeds can get off to a winning start as well, because if we can, it sets us in good stead to go on a little bit of a run at the start of the season. Leeds United's first few games are against, of course, Nottingham Forest away today. And then we've got Nottingham Forest away in the Cup. Then we've got Brentford at home, Brighton away, Newcastle at home, Palace at home. So good chance to pick up a few points in those games. If we come out of those first, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games with 9 points, I'd be very happy with that as a start. Even if that's 2 wins and 3 draws, it would not be a bad start at all, would it? After that, we've got Arsenal away, Man United at home, Sunderland away, Bournemouth away, Spurs at home, Chelsea away, Coventry at home, City away, Ipswich at home, then Liverpool away. We've got other than the first 5 games, we don't have much of a nice run, basically, to go on to some easier, relatively, games. But yeah. Is Elvedi on the bench today? Let me get Twitter back up to go on the lineups. So, the Leeds United lineup. The Leeds United lineup then is James Trafford in goal, Jayden Bogle at right wing back, Joe Rodon, Jakubijol and Tarek Muharremovic, who makes his Premier League debut, are the back 3, with James Justin deputising for Gabriel Goodmanson, who is currently injured. In the midfield, we have Ampadu and Stack. Aronson comes in over Okafor. Harry Wilson makes his debut for Leeds United, and Calvert-Lewin is going to be up front for us. So that's the lineup. In terms of the bench, Lucas Perry still on the bench for Leeds United. Lino, the youngster, Cresswell, of course, Alfie Cresswell, Elvedi, Longstaff, Tanaka, James, Okafor, and Metcha. So that is the bench for Leeds as well. So I think everything should be sorted. We're all nicely getting into things. If you're new here, we do these for every single game in the Premier League, or nearly every single game, barring maybe one or two throughout the course of the season I might be able to not do. But hit that sub button if you're new. And also check out the link. Of course, I've put it on the screen next to me there. But check out the link in the description to Fanatics if you are going to buy a Leeds shirt, away, home, third. Please use my link in the description. Doesn't cost you anything extra. It's just I get a small affiliate kickback, and that really helps me out as well. So, but game kicks off in 9 minutes, and Leeds United hopefully are going to get off to a winning start. There's always a lot of optimism at the start of a new season, isn't there? And I think that it's well-founded this season for Leeds. Even if we don't get a result today, the signings that we've made and the signings that we're looking to make as well, because I've obviously got I've got a video coming out tomorrow about Mudryk, who apparently Leeds are looking to loan in from Chelsea. The ambition that we've had and everything that we've kind of set up so far in terms of transfers is looking good. So let's see how it actually pans out on the pitch. Last season, we I think was a very good first season back up, and I think we should hopefully push on from there. I hope everybody is well. I know that some people only really come for the watch along, so I haven't spoke to some of you in a while, so I hope you're all doing well. And of course, I hope you're all excited for the new season, because I am. No, the match kicks off at 3, definitely. I mean, each to their own, Pierre, but I never understand why you look at it on your phone before we see what the score is on here. But yeah, it's just SofaScore messing up, but score prediction. I think it's away from home, so it's going to be a tough game. So I think it's going to be a nice 1-0 for Leeds would be nice. A nice little 1-0 I'd like in this game. Get off to a winning start. Clean sheet would be lovely. No, they don't kick off until 3 o'clock. It's always 3 o'clock in the Premier League if it's a 3 o'clock kickoff. For some reason, it says on Google that it's 3 minutes and 50 seconds into the game as well, but I don't really know why it's doing that. No, it's definitely not kicked off, but Google thinks it started as well. Yeah, it's the 3 o'clock kickoff. It's just odd that. Yeah, just very strange. Yeah, it's about to kick off, but like, In fact, the players aren't even out on the pitch yet to do the lineups and everything. Yeah, on Google it says that. Oh no, now it says TBD and it's changed. Obviously, somewhere, somebody or some kind of technology has got confused. But yeah, strange score earlier on. Hull beat Man United 2-0, and Man United were getting mauled by the Tigers. Hi Michael, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody who's joining us. Welcome Justin, another one of our members. Welcome everybody who is joining us. Welcome Sebastian as well. This is going to be a good game, hopefully. Leeds United, last time out against Nottingham Forest was at Elland Road, and it was Mecha who got the winning goal, I believe, in that one. Hi Ruggy, welcome. Welcome everybody who's joining us. Remember, if you want to become a member, hit that join button down below. And if you want to get your comment definitely read out, you can leave a super chat as well. Leeds United just minutes away from kickoff here against the Tricky Trees with their new manager, Oliver Glasner, which answers Michael's name as well. He's a good manager. He knows what he's doing. Let's go through the lineups again. So in goal for Nottingham Forest is Mats Sells. Williams and Ola Aina are the two wing-backs, with Murillo, Milenkovic and Jaya Cunha as the three centre-halves. In midfield for Forest is Sangare and McAtee, with Ndoye and Gibbs-White in behind Igor Jesus. When it comes to the Leeds United lineup, it's a similar, in fact, it's the exact same formation, except in goal, Trafford. Fullbacks, Bogle and Justin. Back three of Rodon, Biol and Muharemovic. Midfield two of Ampadu and Stack, with Aronson and Wilson in behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin, our top scorer from last season. Premier League debut for Tarek Muharemovic today. A Leeds United debut for James Trafford and Harry Wilson. So let's see what they can do. Couple of new signings for Forest as well do sit on the bench, namely Diamande, who Leeds were linked with in the summer from Sporting Lisbon. And he sits on the bench, as well as Java Schlager as well, who Forest fans were hoping got a start. Shout out to CB, who's been a member for ages now and continues to support the channel and always has great terrible jokes. CB with the £3 super chat. Hi Max, good to be back. 2-0 to Leeds is CB's prediction. Thank you so much, CB, for the super chat. Everyone, make sure you like the super chats as well, so that people know. That they are appreciated. There it is. And then once again, the lineups are Sells in goal, Williams, Murillo, Milenkovic, Cunha and Aina are the back five, with Sangare, McAtee in midfield, and Ndoye and Gibbs-White in behind Igor Jesus. And then in goal for Leeds United is making his Leeds United debut, James Trafford. Full-backs are Bogle and Justin. And then in the middle, Muharemovic makes his debut alongside Biol and Rodon. Midfield of Ampadu and Stack in behind Harry Wilson and Brendan Aronson, who look to provide support for Dominic Calvert-Lewin up front. Bench for Leeds, Lucas Perry, Daniel James, Sean Longstaff, Lucas Mecha, Noah Okafor, Ao Tanaka, Jaden Lainu, and I nearly got everybody. Lucas Mecha, I don't know if I mentioned him. Elvedi as well, and Cresswell. Looks like Aston Villa have just signed, just about to sign, Leon Goretzka. So that's a very good signing for them as well. So everybody, we are seconds out from kick-off here. Leeds United going in for a little huddle led by Ethan Ampadu. Welcome everybody who's joining us. We are just seconds away from kick-off. Are you like right at the start of the stream or something, Pierre? I am here. Yeah, we're on a slight delay, so just make sure, again, guys, that if a goal goes in at either end, do not put it in the chat until I've reacted to it. Otherwise, the mods will have to either mute you or ban you, just because it ruins the stream for everybody. Just as a PSA as well. Looks like it's going to be Brendan Aronson taking the kickoff, who has got himself a new 4-year deal at Leeds United, which I think is well deserved. He had some really good contributions to us last season and has earned himself a new contract. The whistle about to blow. And with that, our 26-27 season is underway. Leeds United hopefully getting off to a winning start. Throw in then, as that long ball got sent forward to Leeds United. It's going to be a throw in on the right wing for Leeds. No worries, Gareth. Thanks for being here. So Ampadu is going to take a long throw in. Ampadu's long throw in towards the box. Flicked on. It's bouncing around. No one got there. Stack shoots. Bobbling off a few players. And eventually Mats Sells dives on it. But not a bad start. Causing a bit of chaos with those long throw-ins early on. Welcome everybody who's joining us. We're on 100 people now. Make sure you all hit that like button. Long ball forward. Then headed away by Joe Rodon. Calvert-Lewin tries to pick that up. But he's giving it straight to Gibbs-White. Tackled though there by Ethan Ampadu. Harry Wilson. Now Bogle. Now Yacobiol all the way to James Trafford, who looks to send that one long towards Calvert-Lewin. It's headed away by Jaya Cunha. Actually, it wasn't. It was Murillo. Sorry about that. Also, by the way, guys, I'm not sure that I particularly like the black shorts with this yellow kit, because this yellow shirt, the shirt itself is so nice, but I'm not sure about the black shorts with it. Biol plays that one back to James Trafford. They might be, Robert, but they certainly look like black shorts on the telly. Here's Muharemovic. Now Stack plays that one all the way back to James Trafford. Trafford just clips that one up to towards the halfway line. Header by Rodon, but it is going to be a throw-in to Nottingham Forest. Throw-in taken short there by Jaya Cunha, and now Aina tries to take on Justin. He goes past him initially, but then Justin manages to get the ball back. Ola Aina then is going to try and take a long throw here, then the Nigerian fullback. It's a foul there against Anton Stack, and it's going to be a Leeds free kick in our own box. James Trafford sending people up the pitch. He's not going to play this one short. He's going to send it long when he can. Yeah, sends that one all the way up to the left wing. Flicked on by Calvert-Lewin. Aronson chasing Milenkovic. Milenkovic still trying to get rid of it. That should have been a Leeds corner there. However, was it just at the World Cup where they can overturn corners if VAR can quickly look at it? Maybe that was a goal kick that time. I thought it came back off Milenkovic, but it did come off Aronson, so it is a Forest goal kick. It is Ruggie. Here's Ampadu. Drops that one back off to Muharemovic. Now Wilson, who's dropped very deep here. So yeah, Wilson is playing out over on the right-hand side, I think, with Aronson on the left, which I would have kind of expected it maybe to be. No, I suppose that does make sense, but I think I can see them switching around a little bit during the game. Beal with the ball forward towards Calvert-Lewin, but headed away by Jair Cunha. Stack gets a header on that, but it's not going to go to Justin. And McAtee plays it back once again to the defence, but they're giving the ball away here. Here's Calvert-Lewin, back to James Justin. Now Ampadu, Anton Stack. Good ball from him out to Bogle. Rodon's made a run down the line. Oh, ball bobbles into the box there. Wilson tries to play it across, but comfortable for Sells in the end to fall on. And it's going to be a Forest ball there. But not a bad idea there from Stack, just to turn and instantly play the ball out to the wide areas. Header from James Justin. Unchallenged there, Sangare, as he chests it down and boots it away. Rodon does well there not to foul Gibbs White, because he could have done. Murillo all the way back to Sells. I would say now we've made the signings we've made this summer, I'd say we are now comparable to Forest in terms of our squad, in terms of our first 11. I think this is a very, very evenly matched game. However, yeah, Tarek Muharemovic is very positive, up-and-coming Bosnian centre-half, played at the World Cup for them. And we signed him from Sassuolo, Adam, for 35 million. James Trafford in goal, of course, and Harry Wilson. Also, Nico Elvedi, who played for Switzerland in the World Cup as well, and Borussia Mönchengladbach has signed for Leeds and is on the bench today. Here's Bogle. Bogle fouled. Chance for Leeds to put the ball in the box from this free kick early on here. Yes, Elvedi is on the bench. Bogle did well to wriggle away from a few players there. So it's going to be Harry Wilson over on that right-hand side to curl this one in towards the back post. Harry Wilson's ball into the box, away by Murillo. Harry Wilson heads it back there to Bogle. Look, I mean, when you've got that many players in the box, it shouldn't be a free clearance for Murillo to make, really. I must say, I liked Darlow when he was in goal for us last season, and I thought he was a good shot stopper and he was very reliable. However, he did have a tendency to... I mean, he knew his limits. But he would clear the ball away a lot, whereas you can see that Trafford looks more comfortable on the ball, and you can see that he's thinking about whether he... like, what's the best pass to make here, rather than just going, oh, do you know what, I'm going to send it in case I make a mistake. So that's the point, really. Here's Yakubiyol. You can definitely see that Rodon's maybe being given a bit more license to go forward. It'll still be... Clive's asking about Perry on the bench. Has the move fallen through? Or is it just a case of using his quality whilst he's here, not having a replacement yet? I think it's definitely the second one, Clive. I think that he doesn't want to look like a bad egg, does he, really? If he wants to go to a new club, if he's refusing to be in the squad and stuff, it doesn't look good. So I think he'd probably be happy to sit on the bench until he gets a move. Always takes a little while for it to go through, though, doesn't it? James Justin tries to play it forward there to Calvert-Lewin, who was offside. We do have Luna the Copcat as well today as our mascot, so she's gonna give us some good luck. Here's Gibbs White, switches it out to the other side. Go on then, stop meowing at me. You don't get fed for another hour. Here's McAtee now. Now Jaya Cunha, Milenkovic, Murillo. Probably Clive, and the other thing as well is that if he is going to get a move, he obviously doesn't want to risk injury. Calvert-Lewin nearly took the ball off Sells there, but he did well, the goalkeeper. He obviously doesn't want to risk injury, does he? So... Here's Jaya Cunha. I didn't realise that Jaya Cunha is only 21. How old's Tarek Muharemovic? I think he's 23, isn't he? So again, not massively experienced, but we've seen that if you're old enough, you're ready enough. Sorry, other way around. If you're ready, you're old enough. Ball over the top there. Harry Wilson would have been offside, so he left his run and didn't move. Aronson still going there. Eventually maybe was foul, but no, nothing given, but James Justin comes away with it in the end. Here's Wilson, does well there to poke the ball to Joe Rodon. Rodon's got Bogle ahead of him, but he doesn't go for him. He goes instead inside to his Wales teammate Ethan Ampadu. Muharemovic, Aronson. Justin tried to play a reverse pass back to him again, but it's... yeah, he was held back there, Aronson. Well, look at the name of the channel, Jason. That might help. Here's Yakubiyol. Here's Anton Stack winning the ball back. Can't quite get it over to Justin. Then Ampadu pings it off a Forest player, and now Aina has it. Tackled by Justin, and it's going to be a throw-in there to Forest. There's the two new Forest signings, Java Schlager and Usman Diamande. Aronson does well there to win the ball back. And then Ampadu, and then Stack fouled, and it's going to be a free kick to Leeds just on the halfway line. Cat's on my lap now. I mean, the thing is about transfers and stuff, you don't really want to add too many to the starting 11 all at once because you don't want to upset the rhythm of things. And I think Harry Wilson, Muhremovic, and Trafford doesn't really count because he's a goalkeeper. So it's only really Harry Wilson and Muhremovic that have been added to this starting 11. They're both upgrades, really. Just listed in here. Throw-ins do count as one of the things that are timed, by the way, because I think somebody said that before. Is Ola Aina. They didn't, but they do count as being timed. It's Sangare. Now Murillo stops it over on the left flank. Back to Milenkovic on the halfway line. Good turn there by Ndoye away from James Justin, but Justin recovers well and Stack's able to make the tackle. Apparently Villa have made some good signings though and replaced well. So just about to announce Leon Goretzka as well, which is a very good signing. Oh, that was a good header there by Igor Jesus, but an even better save by James Trafford over to his left-hand side. Oh, good stop there by Aronson. Aronson tries to play it through there to Harry Wilson. It didn't quite make it. Unlucky there from Aronson. Stack battling against Aina there. James Justin wins the ball, but he was really taken out there by Ola Aina, who Leeds players are claiming has really gone in heavily there. Should be a yellow card. But it's one of those where it's a hard yellow. Studs up. The commentators have just said that long throws are timed, so they are. Yeah, it's a really good save by Trafford. It looked worse on the initial go-through than the replay. Apparently the VAR, Craig Pawson, is still looking at the challenge. Oh, yeah, it's not a great challenge from Aina. Now I've seen it back again. I see his leg Yeah. Ooh. It's quite a nasty one. It's been checked for serious foul play and been cleared. Yeah. It's definitely a yellow card, but it was one of those where it's kind of an orange card, halfway between a yellow and a red, but in the end, Aina gets away with it. He's on a yellow card now, though. Up against Aronson, who could draw something out of him. Stack is going to take the free kick then from the left-hand side. Floats it towards the right-hand corner of the box. Picked up by Harry Wilson after it was headed away. Now Bogle on the halfway line. Goes all the way back to James Trafford. Long ball forward from Trafford. Justin wins that header, but it's going to bounce all the way through, and Murillo clears it. I mean, Murillo didn't need to do that. He probably could have shielded it out, but it's a good chance for a long throw-in for Leeds. Welcome, everybody who has joined us since we started. Make sure you hit that like button. And also hit that subscribe button if you want to talk in the chat as well down below. Ethan Ampadu getting ready to take this throw in. Ampadu with a long throw in into the box. Flicked on, away by Jay Acuna. Still bouncing around in the box. And that's going to be a corner to Leeds. Murillo with a bit of a panicked clearance in the end, but it goes out and it's Leeds who can have the corner. Harry Wilson then to take this corner from... I imagine that Wilson's going to take things from the right. Stack's going to take things from the left. Ball into the box from Wilson. Flicked on by Stack. Stack still trying to get a tackle on Igor Jesus, but can't. Oh, Williams has gone past Bogle there, and they've got a real break on here. He's over... I think he's going to have overrun this here. No, he's crossed into the box. It's good, but Trafford is able to catch in the end. Good ball to Stack. Oh, bit behind Bogle there, but Leeds have lost the ball. Bit of a bitty game so far, this. No one really opening things up and playing some nice attacking football. But given the fact that we're both probably going to be around the same area come the end of the season, you would hope, nobody really wants to lose this sort of game. Is Jay Acuna. Oh, Ampadu with a good interception there from that pass from McAtee. Aronson carrying it. Good ball from him out to Ampadu again. Ampadu's over on the left wing. Pokes the ball down the line. Ola Aina's going to try and clear it. He does, but only as far as Anton Stack, who's dispossessed immediately by Igor Jesus on the cover. Oh, now Justin's just give. This has been a lot of giving the ball away with loose passes, but then maybe everybody's a bit rusty, given the fact that it's the first game of the season. Good interception again there by Leeds. Harry Wilson tackled Ampadu. Now Wilson fouled. Ampadu also fouled. That was about 2 or 3 fouls in one there from Forest. I think it's going to be a chance for Harry Wilson to play that ball into the box once more. Who are Ipswich playing? I don't know who everybody's playing because everybody's playing at once, aren't they? So who are Ipswich 1-0 up against? It's going to be Anton Stack to take this one. Oh, against Sunderland. Stack with the ball in towards the box. Cleared away there. Out to the right-hand side for us, left-hand side for them. That's going to be a throw-in to Forest. Milenkovic, now Jaya coming forward. McAtee. He's going to try for a long ball forward that's going to go safely through to James Trafford. Muharemovic. Now Yakubiyel. Muharemovic into James Justin, who on the ball is having a bit of a stinker. He just tried to play a first-time pass and he just completely air-kicked and it rolled out. Aronson plays a ball down the line for Calvert-Lewin to chase whilst Milenkovic shields it. Milenkovic with the clearance. Good header by Muharemovic. Now Ampadu. Good switch by him. Now Jayden Bogle on the right-hand side. He's got Harry Wilson ahead of him. He's also got Aronson floating into a little bit of space in the half space. But in the end, it's played back to Rodon. Beal. Back over to Muharemovic. Feels strange not to say back over to Strauch on that side, but Muharemovic is doing a good job so far. Aronson's got a bit of space to run into here. Here is Aronson playing the ball to Bogle. Bogle's ball into the box! 1-0 to Leeds! And it's Harry Wilson on his Leeds United debut. Offside? It's offside. I couldn't see how that was offside there. Bogle, oh yeah, Harry Wilson was offside. Poor Harry Wilson was offside there and he didn't need to be. And do you know what? Calvert-Lewin probably would have scored that if he didn't. He's offside, yeah. Well, it's proof that we can do it, proof that we can get into good areas. Checking disallowed goal. Well, I don't know why we had to see the VAR view because it gave me hope that it wasn't, but... Oh, that's why they were checking if a Forest player touched it before it went to Wilson. Sells them with the free kick. Unlucky there, but... Long ball forward by Sells. Here's Gibbs-White. Leicester 2-0 down to Burton Albion. Oh, that's going to be a foul there by Ampadu. Little trip there on Igor Jesus. Yeah, we've definitely got it in the locker to score in this game. We've just shown that, but... Yeah, Ampadu just kicked him in the knee there to bring him down. I think they tried to take that quickly there, but the referee's not having any of it, and they're going to retake. Free kick then. Gibbs-White and Nico Williams stand over it. I think it might be Ndoye, the other player who stood over it. A lot of Leeds players back. Not that many Forest players in the box for it. Ball towards the back post is not a great one. Away by Stack and then away by Calvert-Lewin. Murillo inside now to McAtee. Another cross in, away by Ampadu. Sorry, Justin it was, I think. Rodon with a header away. Volley from distance is wide, well wide. Yeah, Gibbs White it was. Tried to volley it from distance. Leeds are able to just let that one go wide. James Trafford's ball out to the left wing is straight into touch. It's a throw in there to Forest. Aina playing that one back now to Jaya Cunha, and then all the way back to Sells. Milenkovic's pass is a little bit of a dodgy one, and then in the end it's going to be fine for Forest because Aronson blocks the clearance and it's going to be a goal kick. There's Nico Elvedi on the touchline warming up. We were linked with Nico Elvedi last season, weren't we? But got Sebastian Bornau instead, and I suppose that's probably who Farke wanted all along when he had Bornau, and why he's allowed Bornau to go out on loan and brought in Elvedi, who I think... Bornau was good, you know, and I liked Bornau, and I don't think he ever really put a foot wrong. But I think Elvedi is just a little bit better. Poor pass by Ampadu for Biol, and it just rolls out into touch for a throw-in for Forest. Half an hour in here then. Best chance of the game so far was the Igor Jesus header that James Trafford saved. Obviously the Leeds one where we had it in the back of the net doesn't count because Wilson was offside, but Aina over to Igor Jesus, but a header, Igor Jesus can't touch that one as it rolls back towards him because he would have been offside. Good header away by Biol there, and he just knew Igor Jesus that he couldn't touch it. He's just warming up, Pierre. He's not. Doesn't mean he's coming on. Long ball forward by James Trafford to choruses of USBR by the Forest fans. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin's has got himself a yellow card there. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin's on a yellow card now, guys. Ooh, it wasn't a great challenge, you know. Calvert-Lewin was a poor challenge from Calvert-Lewin, and Doy was in there, and Rodon made a good challenge. It wasn't a good challenge from DCL, by the way. It could have been a red. But I think the one from Aina and the one from Calvert-Lewin have levelled each other out. Yellow for each. Fair play. Get on with it. Long throw in from Aina. Away by Ampadu. Murillo back into the box. Ball bubbling around, and Trafford's able to catch that in the end. Yeah, both teams are very much centred on tall, strong, athletic players who are good in the air. You've got Biol, Muharemovic, Stack, Rodon, Milenkovic, Murillo, Jaya Cunha, Igor Jesus, Dominic Calvert-Lewin. There's a lot of players who are big, physical, and good in the air in this game. And it could come down to a set piece, just a lapse in concentration from one team. Here's Cunha. Ola Aina. The tackle by James Justin there, and he's won Leeds a throw-in. Calvert-Lewin's done well to get the ball back there. Back to Justin. Now Stack. Oh, Stack tackled there. And now Sangare has it in the middle. Ball forward to Morgan Gibbs-White, who tries to play the ball around the corner. Good header by Muharemovic there. And then a foul by Stack on the halfway line. It's going to be a free kick to Forest. It seems as though it's had that effect, Pierre. Forest have definitely come back into the game more since that happened. Oh, it's a great touch by McAtee. Now Gibbs-White plays it over to the right-hand side. Nico Williams. Good challenge there by Ampadu. But Ampadu did take a whack there. And now it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Yeah, he did really well there, Ampadu. That touch by McAtee before was sublime, by the way. Trafford sends everybody forward once more. Long ball from Trafford. Oh, foul on Calvert-Lewin there. Stack heads that one. It's going to go all the way through to Sells. Oh, I forgot they've not got Elliot Anderson anymore, and that's why McAtee's playing in there. Yeah, I forgot about the loss of Elliot Anderson. Ola Aina. And Doy charges forward. Over to the left-hand side here for Nico Williams. His cross blocked well by Jayden Bogle, but back to Murillo the ball goes. Now Sangare. Good foot there by Stack. Harry Wilson's pass is loose. Murillo. Now McAtee spreads the ball out to Ola Aina. Aina goes to shoot. It's deflected and James Trafford can catch it. I don't think Man United are nearly the challenge that they were a few years ago. We beat them at home. We beat them 1-1 in pre-season. It's obviously a joke. Here's McAtee. Bogle went down then, but he's back up, limping a little bit. Now Jaya Cunha. Back over to Milenkovic. Eastern Europe does make some good centre-halves, doesn't it? Muharemovic and Milenkovic and Yakubiol and the likes of... good tackle there by Yakubiol. Good interception, should I say. Game kicked off at 1500, not 14. Ball, that's a really good ball forward here. Nico Williams tries to square it. Joe Rodon with a good clearance. Bogle feels he was pushed there, and he was, so it's going to be a free kick to Leeds. Sunderland are level. Well, there's a pigeon on the pitch there. Yes, she wants feeding, but she won't get fed until half-time, and it's very irritating. Oh, that's a clash of heads between Morgan... Oh, no, Igor Jesus it was, and maybe Biol. Couldn't quite tell at the time. Yeah, you'll get fed in a minute, all right? Go on, get out. You know, yeah, I feed you at the same time every day. So I don't know why you're just looking at me like I never feed you. Yeah, he just won the ball there. Well, he just... An accidental clash of heads there between Biol and Igor Jesus, but... Murillo's proactive there, coming forward and winning the ball. Over towards Igor Jesus. Now Ola Aina. Ball in towards the back post. Good header by James? Joe Rodon. Yeah, it's curling right in towards the back post, and Joe Rodon had to be there to make that challenge. So it's going to be a corner kick here for Forest. If I'm not mistaken, I think it might be their first of the game. First, if not second. Ball in from McAtee. Headed away in the end by somebody's shin there, I think. It looked like it was going in. Another header off the post. Leeds trying to get the ball away under any circumstances, and we do in the end. It's just booted up to the halfway line by Bogle, but the ball hit the post, then it bounced up in the air. Trafford scrambled at it. It bounced next to the goal and eventually was cleared. The Forest fans will get up for that now. I think it's so important now that we get into half-time 0-0 and kill the momentum that Forest have. I don't think we need to worry about scoring before half-time. I think we need to try to kill their momentum, shut them out of the game until half-time, and then go again in the second half. Maybe with some substitutions. I'd like probably to see a bit of Okafor down that left-hand side. Trafford clears that one. Here's Sells with the ball, looking to find a Forest player as he drops it at his feet and then clips it up to the halfway line for Igor Jesus' header. He does win the ball, but it just goes straight to James Justin. Just good job Trafford is comfortable with balls being played back to it, because James Justin has just absolutely rifled one back and he's chested it down. I hope that pigeon's okay, by the way, because it's still in the corner of the pitch and hasn't moved. Hopefully the ball doesn't go that way before half-time. Stack. Justin tries to play that. Oh, he does get it back to Stack in the end. Oh, that's going to be a throw-in to Forest here. Stack out-muscled there by Morgan Gibbs-White. Yeah, it just hits the post, and then Trafford has to get up, scrambles for it. Yeah, it's above. It comes above Igor Jesus as he tries to head it back. Here's Muharemovic. We had it with an owl the other day, Clive, when we were driving home. There was just an owl, a small owl about that big, really cute little thing, just in the middle of the road. It just couldn't, I had to, like, not slam on, but I had to really pump the brakes a bit. And I stopped in the road and it just went, looked at me for about 5 seconds and then just flew off into the bushes. And I thought, you little git, you've just been waiting for me. Justin tries to square that. It's not a bad ball, you know. It's just that Milenkovic was there first. Oh, Joe Rodon with a fantastic bit of defending there to get across. He doesn't feel like it was a fair challenge on him. Wow, Pierre. Yeah, it was just an owl just stood in the middle of the road, but it was obviously fine because it flew away. Ball back to Sells. Calvert-Lewin's going to try and close him down a bit, so he sends it long. What nationality is Sells, by the way? Is he Belgian? I think he is. Oh, Stack feels like he was fouled there, and he was this time, so it's a free kick to Leeds just on the halfway line. Harry Wilson then to take this one. He's going to send everybody forward. Bogle's going to come short for him, or mainly actually act as the rest defence on the halfway line. So maybe a last chance of the half. I mean, there probably is going to be a couple of minutes, but one of the last chances of the half there, really, to put the ball into the box. Here's Beale. Plays it back across the box, headed away. Gibbs White just hoofs it. It's going to be a throw into Leeds on the halfway line. Ooh. I mean, why are we just seeing Oliver Glasner? I'd like to see what's happening on the pitch, please. It's going to be a throw-in then to Leeds over on the right-hand side. 2 minutes added on then to this first half. There we are, 2 minutes added on. Ampadu then, you think he's going to try for a long throw-in here, but he's quite far away. Ball coming in towards the box, bobbling around. Biol takes a strike. Bicycle kick clearance there is an unconventional but effective one for Forest. Leeds with the ball on the halfway line now. Here's Jayden Bogle. Aronson. Bogle. Now Ampadu. Now Beale. Muharimovic. Bogle's pass down the line for Wilson is cut out by Milenkovic, but Wilson's battling for it and he's got there. Oh, he nearly got there ahead of Milenkovic. Oh, that's not a foul. Grow up. Free kick to Forest over in there, almost by their corner flag, and they're sending Sells to take it, but I mean, realistically this is just time wasting. 15 seconds then of the first half. Bloody hell, he's taking his time. Well, and after all that's half time. Yeah, 0-0 at half time then, everybody. That is the way it stands at the moment. I will back in a minute just because I'm just going to go and feed the cats so that she actually shuts up. The other one, he's just downstairs lying on the footstool for the sofa. He's just on his side like this, and he does not care until I actually get the food out, whereas she is just pestering. So as it stands, 0-0 at half time, and I will be back very shortly and we'll discuss the first half, but I do just need to go and feed Luna and Pickle, so I'll be back in a minute. Hello, we are back. Let's have a little look at the scores from around the grounds first of all. So, as it stands, of course, Arsenal won 3-0 last night against Coventry, and then in the early kickoff today, Hull beat Man United 2-0. Ipswich Sunderland is 1-1. Goals from Emerson for Ipswich and Angulo for Sunderland. Palace are 1-0 down to Everton at whatever Goodison's called now. Kiernan Dewsbury Hall scored that one for them. Of course, Leeds are 0-0, and then Brentford Spurs kicks off later today at 5:30, and then you've got City, Bournemouth, Brighton Villa, Newcastle, Liverpool, and Fulham, Chelsea are the remaining fixtures, including one on Monday night. So that's where we stand at the moment. Leeds and Forest would both go into 6th place, joint 6th place, with 1 point from this game. However, hopefully Leeds can get a winning goal at some point. Let's see what the reaction is from Leeds fans at half-time. Somebody saying very solid, which we knew we were, but my God, it's so important we get some reinforcements up top if we want to push on. I kind of echo that sentiment. I think with Calvert-Lewin will score goals for you, but you do need some more. We do need some more firepower up there, right? Basically. Someone saying Stack looks way off it today, unfortunately. Got to be considering Longstaff early on if it continues. I think, to be honest, for me, the player who's most looked like he's off it today is James Justin. But that's on the ball. A lot of mistakes that he's made have been on the ball, whereas his off-the-ball stuff, his tackling and stuff have been fine. Someone's saying we're a bit narrow up front, or is that just me? It feels like we need a bit more pace and trickery, perhaps Okafor. Yeah, I was saying that Aronson maybe for Okafor would be a good substitutions, because at the moment, Wilson and Aronson are both a bit too drifty inside-y, if those are words. Because I think we need a bit of stretching them out on the wing and crossing the ball in, which really is supposed to come from Bogle and Justin. However, usually it's Goodmanson, and he would provide that over on the left. Ooh, excuse me. Some people definitely more negative than others. Sloppy and lucky to be drawing. Nothing in attack as we expected. Fortunate not to be trailing. But, I mean, potentially that problem over on the left-hand side. On the left-hand side, potentially Mikhailo Mudryk coming in on loan would plug that gap. So that's the way it is at the moment. Yes, sorry, Clive, I was reading things and talking through what the kind of reaction was. But yeah, that does really kind of speak about that, doesn't it? But yes, people talking about old people references that I don't get, so I'll stay away from that. DCL's goals proximity last season was very central, Pierre's saying, yeah, and he hasn't really had too much of a chance to get in behind. The only one, really, was when that ball across that he put in the back of the net, Harry Wilson, Calvert-Lewin was there and probably was onside, so yeah, we can hopefully push on from there and get Calvert-Lewin a few more chances in front of goal. But yeah. I think let's have a look at Leeds' bench again. Leeds bench. So realistically, difference makers then. Dan James, Noah Okafor, and Lucas Mecha. For me, throughout the rest of the half, I think I would like to see Okafor replace Aronson. Excuse me. I'd like to see Okafor replace Aronson, maybe in the 60th. Then Mecha for Calvert-Lewin a little bit later on, maybe 70th. Give him 20 minutes plus whatever's added on. And potentially some movement in the midfield as well. Stack, I kind of agree, hasn't been his usual kind of box-to-box barnstorming self. So it remains to be seen really whether a Longstaff or a Tanaka comes on and replaces him. But you've got to give him a chance, though, Stack, because he could just pull something out of nothing. A really good... okay, Shuey. I get what you mean now. Hill Dickinson is what it's actually called, isn't it? I've now remembered. But yeah, hopefully Leeds are able to get a goal soon. Stats wise, Morgan Gibbs-White is the player of the match so far with 15 passes, 80% pass accuracy, 1 shot, 0 on target, and 25 touches. I mean, hopefully they switch over in a minute because that's been on the screen for ages. And then on Leeds' side of thing, 10 passes for Harry Wilson, 80% accuracy, 0 shot, 0 on target, but 17 touches. So he's definitely been involved, Harry Wilson, but he just needs that extra little bit of getting involved in the final third, and we could potentially see a goal for Leeds. James Trafford versus Matt Sells then. 2 saves for Trafford, 0 for Sells. 19 touches for Sells, 24 for Trafford. 15 passes for Sells, 19 for Trafford. 8 passes completed for Sells, 12 passes completed for Trafford. 10 long balls for Sells, 12 for Trafford. 0 high claims for Matt's Sells and 1 high claim for Trafford. 22 passes and 91% accuracy for Tarek Muharemovic. 0 tackles, 2 interceptions, 0 blocks and 2 clearances. Has been a decent and solid first half from the new boy making his Premier League debut. Make sure everybody hits that like button as well, and if you want as well, you can get a super chat in, which really helps out the channel. From what I've seen, the teams will cancel each other out, but a stray goal could go in. Yeah, and I think the commentators were right before in what they were saying, that it's more than likely going to come from either a set-piece situation or a long throw-in. So that's the way I'm seeing it at the moment. Camera's focusing in on Elvedi at the moment, the new signing for Leeds. Can't really see him getting a substitute appearance, to be honest, but I imagine that he will play. Excuse me. I imagine that he will play in the Carabao Cup game against Forest. Hi, Ramapia. I didn't see the Dewsbury Hall goal. No, I didn't, but I might. Well, if Leeds win, I'll probably watch Match of the Day and then I'll see it. But if not, I'll probably just watch the highlights. Leeds players are in the tunnel, getting ready to come back out again. Calvert-Lewin's just found himself in a crowd of Forest players and needs to go back to the Leeds players. Yeah, Leeds players are heading back out onto the pitch now, followed by the Forest players. Unchanged, I think, both sides. It looks as though that's the way that the teams have come back out. It's a similar system. It's a similar quality of players. I think we are very, very well matched, and I wouldn't be surprised if come the end of the season, Leeds and Forest are Forest Leeds or Leeds Forest, like next to each other in the table. I would not be surprised. No changes from either side, as confirmed by the commentators now. Let's get ready for the second half. If you'll remember, last season started with a 1-0 win at Everton through a Lucas Mecha penalty. So hopefully that bodes well for a winning start for us this season with a penalty late on. We are underway here in the second half. Oh, Biol went down there and he's holding his low back. Farker's just making his way back out onto the touchline now. Long ball forward then. Flick on by Calvert-Lewin. Bogle trying to keep hold of it, but away by Sangare. Ola Aina's played a long ball forward there. It's going to be way too long, and Trafford's going to clear that. Not a fantastic clearance, but it's gone straight to Calvert-Lewin, and then Aronson was nearly in there. If Trafford meant that, then more power to him, but it didn't seem like it. Here's Biol. Now Bogle. Oh, good ball. Now Biol again. Poked out wide to Harry Wilson. Wilson grabbed there by his Wales teammate Nico Williams, but not a foul, and Leeds have the ball now with Muharemovic. Biol. Now Rodon. Good ball from Biol into Harry Wilson, who switches that play out to the left-hand side now. Murillo caught him there, but Aronson's over on the left. Goes for a shot! Good strike there by Aronson. I like that. It's positive. It's looking to cut inside and have a shot. It's a comfortable save in the end by Sells, but I don't mind that from Aronson. I really don't. Yeah, it's not bad from Aronson. I don't mind that. Hugo Jesus. Sorry, that was Ndoye passing it back to Aina. Hugo Jesus is in the middle. They just have a similar haircut. Here is Morgan Gibbs-White. Now McAtee. Nico Williams. Murillo, ball down the line here to Gibbs-White. Gibbs-White goes for the switch over to Aina. Aina into the box here, looking for a pass. Leeds doing well through James Justin to try and force him away. Justin did well there, and Leeds have forced them back a little bit, but that was a really good cross-field pass by Gibbs-White. Away by Ampadu. Harry Wilson lets it run across him and then falls over. I don't think there's any foul in that, and here's Nico Williams. Ooh, Igor Jesus let that run, and that's going to be a foul by Ola Aina on James Justin again. Oh, I was going to say, because Chris Wood's still at the club, isn't he? But yeah, Awoniyi has left, and Chris Wood's taken Awoniyi's number, and then Igor Jesus has taken Chris Wood's number, but it made it seem like Chris Wood had left for a second then, but I knew he hadn't. Ball bubbling around a little bit in midfield here. Sangare's ball forward. Advantage played here, but then it's going to be a free kick to Forest for the initial advantage that was played there. Yeah, Aronson was in the first half. He didn't have much of an impact, but I'm happy to see that he's trying stuff. In this second half, here's Murillo. McAtee's first time pass. Away by Rodon. Twice. And then a header by Biol. It's going to be a free kick to Leeds. I know, Robert, but I'm saying he didn't really do much in the first half. I agree, but I'm glad to see that he is doing stuff now. His Stack uses his left foot to curl that around the corner for Justin. A wayward pass, and it's going to be a throw in here to Forest. Ola Aina then with the throw in. Throw in here for Ola Aina. Ooh, poor header there from Jesus, which you don't say very often. And that's because it's Ndoye again. Here's Calvert-Lewin, who skies it with his left foot. Yeah, ball bobbled through on the left-hand side for Calvert-Lewin, but he was a little bit wide, and he just... Yeah, he was onside, and he just whacked it with his left, and it was, yeah, a wild attempt in the end. Chris Wood seems to be warming up. Ex-Leeds man. Scored 30 goals for us in the Championship that season, didn't he? Here's Anton Stack. Good ball down the line here towards Brendan Aronson. Aronson does well there. Aronson fouled there, and it's a free kick to Leeds. Good play by Aronson again. Hi, Daz. Welcome. It's going to be a yellow card as well, I think, for Milenkovic. No, Jaya Cunha it was. Yeah, Aronson, tenacious, just sticks his foot through the legs there, and then did really well to nearly get into the box. Gets knocked over. Free kick to Leeds. Good area. Yeah, hit the like button, everyone. When we hit 100 likes, Leeds score a goal. It was like that in the Championship a couple of years ago, and we need to bring that back, bring that positivity. Looks like it's going to be Anton Stack to put this one in. I mean, anything could happen with that many players in the box and that many big physical players. If the ball just squeezes through, it could easily end up in a Leeds goal. Stack into the box, just wide. Oh, it's not that far away, to be honest, than going in the top corner. Header away by Biol. Then Stack. Then Aronson. Aronson's got Stack to his left. Can he play it? He's a good ball to him. Here's Stack. Ball back across the box. Oh, Wilson tried to flick it on and take it with him or something. He tried to do something, but it didn't come off. The free kick to Forest there from Muharemovic was holding. Muharemovic is saying that he had hold of his shirt. No, you're back, are you now? You've been fed. Everton 2-0 up. Gibbs White then. Little clipped ball towards the back post. Milinkovic tries to head it back across. Away by Ampadu. Here's Aina, though, on the right-hand side. Ola Aina crosses the ball into the box. The header at the back post. Igor Jesus heads it wide. Quite lucky there for Leeds that didn't go in the top corner. Should have been James Justin, but James Justin's on the opposite side trying to defend in the box. Yeah, I think James Justin maybe puts him off a little bit there. Oh, here's Calvert-Lewin. Quite far out here, goes for the shot. It bounces off a Forest player, and here's Nico Williams with it. Murillo clears. Ampadu. Now Biol. It's going to be a throw into Forest there. Here's McAtee now. Aina tried to play that one into the box, deflected away. Little clipped ball forward. James Justin to Ndoye. Good tackle by Justin again, but it is going to be a throw in to Forest, which does mean another chance for a long throw in for Ola Aina again. Long throw into the box. Flicked on, Trafford catches. Looks like Chris Wood's going to come on shortly. One of Oliver Glasner's assistants is giving him some instructions. Here's Muharemovic. Now Yakubiel. Ampadu. Good switch out to the right-hand side, although it's away by Nico Williams. Picked up by Harry Wilson, though. Now Bogle. Bogle's little chipped ball is not a fantastic one in the end, and Forest are able to come away with it through Sangare. Igor Jesus tried to flick it past Biol there, but Biol defended it well. And now Bogle with the ball again. Bogle's ball in towards Calvert-Lewin, who I think is going to be offside. Yeah, he was off. Yeah, Calvert-Lewin's just a bit lazy there. Doesn't get himself back on side. Shout out to Ankalima as well for the £3 super chat. Come on, Leeds, let's have a win for the season opener. Make sure everybody likes the super chats. Thank you again. Make sure everybody likes the super chats so everybody knows that they are appreciated. Yeah, look, if we could get a goal late on, it would be really, really good. Especially a repeat of last season. Lucas Metcher coming on and taking a penalty. I wouldn't mind that. Ooh, poor pass there from Aronson, I think it was. No, sorry, it wasn't Aronson. I'm doing him a disservice there. Hugo Jesus. Now clipped to the back post by Williams, and it's going to be a Leeds goal kick. Yeah, he's just sliced that a little bit, Nico Williams, and it's going to be a goal kick to Leeds. Trafford. Over to Beale. Beale sends that forward. Good little flick there by Calvert-Lewin, but doesn't quite go to Wilson or Bogle. That ball forward there by Gibbs-White, and Trafford is alive to it. Good throw by Trafford out to Rodon. Back to Beale. Beale, Ampadu. This is about the time where I'd like to see a change for Leeds. Ball forward there. It's just going to roll all the way through to Sells. Yeah, it's a very bitty and stop-starty game here. Here's Igor Jesus. Spreading the ball out to the right-hand side for Ola Aina. McAtee's overlapping, going on to the right-hand side. He's got Ndoye in the middle. Plays the ball back to Sangare, though. Who's going to shoot from distance and send it into the crowd. Really poor. Yeah, look, Okafor would be a good signing. A good player to bring on. Looks like Forest are going to bring on Chris Wood here. So it is Dan Ndoye who comes off. Looks like they're going to go two up top. Looks like they're going to go two up top. So that is Ndoye off, Chris Wood on, and it looks like that means that they'll go to a two up top with Gibbs-White through the middle in behind them. Here is Chris Wood with his first touch. He's the former Leeds man. Good tackle there by Ampadu. Probably Aronson still. And I think Aronson has done two things well in the second half, but I'm not sure it's enough in an attacking sense. Ooh, Rodon's played that ball without looking, and now Nico Williams has it. Plays it down the line to Morgan Gibbs-White. Ball into the box is cut out there by Yacobiol really well. It's exactly what Yacobiol's job is, and he's done it very well again. Here's Ola Aina. Goes to shoot, blocked by James Justin. Shout out to Pierre, always in the chat. Lovely to be back with so many friends. Thank you so much for the £2 super chat, Pierre. I really appreciate that. We're on 3 out of 5 for the super chat goal now. Thank you so much, Pierre. Everybody, make sure they hit the like button. Gibbs-White's volley there. wide of the post. Leeds goal kick. Yeah, the long throw in, and then it was flicked on, and he just volleys it. He couldn't quite get his body, couldn't quite get his knee over the ball. Yeah, and he just pumps it over the bar, really, in the end. Long ball forward. Ball bouncing, but Calvert-Lewin penalised for a shirt pull there on McAtee. And it looks like it is going to be Okafor. He's the one that's receiving some instructions. Here's Wood with a touch of the ball there that wasn't great, and Leeds win the ball back. Ampadu. Now back to Tarek Muharemovic. Let's change that back to the Leeds lineup because that's what everybody wants to see. Here's Murillo. Ball through to Chris Wood, who drags it wide. Drags it wide in the end. Chris Wood there. He does well, Chris Wood. He makes a really good run. There is just a slight touch from... who was it there? Let's see. I think it might have been Muharemovic. Got a very slight touch, which just slowed it down enough so that Chris Wood couldn't take it in stride. It's actually Harry Wilson who's going to be replaced here by Noah Okafor. Noah Okafor is the player to come on now, and he's come on for Harry Wilson. It's going to be a throw into Forest there over on the right-hand side. Okafor is on for Harry Wilson. Looks as though Okafor is over on the left-hand side and Aronson's through the middle at the moment. So maybe Aronson has just tucked in, but he's gone to the right-hand side. Sells over to Murillo. Now McAtee in the left-back position, getting it back. Stack does well there, gets the ball. Aronson didn't manage to fully commit to that tackle there, and he would have had it, I think, if he did. Here's Aina going past a couple of Leeds players, but at the moment not too dangerously. Here's McAtee in a deep position here. Leeds are set up in those banks of defensive lines. Williams back to Morgan Gibbs-White, pokes it across the midfield to Sangare, looking for someone on the right-hand side, but there was no one really there for him. Ampadu, now Bogle. Bogle does really well there, drags the ball all the way up to the halfway line where he wins Leeds a throw-in. Come on, Leeds. Harry Wilson, I think, is a little bit frustrated to come off when he did. But he had 65 minutes to make a difference. He had that offside goal, but let's see what Noah Okafor can do. Oh, poor tackle there by Rodon. It's going to be a free kick to Forest on the halfway line. There's a saying for that, isn't there, Pierre? Side before self. Every time. Here's Murillo. Sends that down the line. Bogle does the covering job very well there, and Trafford can clear. Ampadu Tries to play a ball over the top towards Calvert-Lewin. It's just away by Milenkovic. Remember, guys, if a goal goes in at either end in this game, please don't tell me until I've reacted to it, because there will be a delay. Murillo frustratedly couldn't keep the ball in there, and it's going to be a Leeds throw-in. Ethan Ampadu to take it. Okafor and Calvert-Lewin line up in the box. Ampadu then with the long throw-in. Flicked on by Biol. Aina. Now Okafor over on the left-hand side. His cross into the box is a good one! Biol! Sorry, it's Muharemovic actually in the end, and it's a very good save by Matt Sells. Muharemovic leapt and got a very strong header on it. Was going far post. Good save by Sells, and it's going to be a corner to Leeds. Just, if it was a little bit further to the corner there from Muharemovic, it would have been 1-0. Very similar to their chance that they had that Trafford saved, to be honest. Corner comes in from Stack. Ball hanging up, cleared. Up to the halfway line where Bogle will pick it up. Bogle gives it all the way back to James Trafford. Trafford hoofs that one forward. Here's Stack, who tries to take it past Williams. Leeds fans claiming for a handball. He's still lying on top of the ball here. That should be a free kick to Leeds, you know. It wasn't a foul, and so Nico Williams decided to lie on the ball. That's obstruction. But then that's obstruction lying on top of the ball. Yeah, the commentator's agreeing with me as well. Sangare with a long switch towards Ola Aina. Justin can't quite poke it away at the moment. It is going to be a corner. Yeah, corner kick here. Leeds need to be strong and resolute from this one. Okafor has crossed the ball in nicely, but he hasn't added a huge amount so far. The game's not really changed much, but I would like to see some more substitutions. James McAtee then to take. Ball comes in, away by Bogle at the front post. Not a good corner. Sangare. Back heel there to McAtee. Now Gibbs-White, who crosses it in. Nico Jesus went for the header, but it goes out wide instead to Nico Williams. Cross towards the back post. Played back across. Stack can only put it out for a corner. Yeah, a bit of pressure here, but if Leeds can catch them on the break, I wouldn't mind seeing Dan James come on for his pace, just to try and stretch them on the break. Forest are going to be bringing on Schlager, I think, for his debut. Corner comes in. I think he's saying to take it again because Justin and Jay Acuna both ended up on the floor in the end there. Let's see what happened. Justin's there. Oh, yeah, then he lands on his head. Yeah, I don't think there was that much in it. It's just that when Cunha fell, he landed on James Justin's back. I don't think Justin should be marking him, to be honest. I don't know what happened there. The ball bounced around in the box and rolled out behind the touchline. I think it's going to be a Leeds goal kick. Looks like it's going to be 2 substitutions then for Nottingham Forest. Ola Aina is going to be coming off. And Luca Netz is going to be coming on. McAtee is off as well for... There you go. Those are the substitutions that have been made. I'll leave that on the screen for a short time just to show you, who's on the pitch for Forest. There's Schlager's first touch to give the ball to Jesus. He pokes it out wide here. Good sliding challenge there from Tarek Muharemovic, but it's going to be a free kick. I mean, I don't know if there was much in that. I think he fell over. Nico Williams has gone to right back, and Luca Netz has gone to left. With Schlager coming on like for like in the midfield for McAtee. Gibbs White then to put this free kick into the box. It's over a lot of players, but away by Jacobi Olwell. Here's Schlager. Oh, loose pass there, and now Okafor can come forward. He's got Calvert-Lewin up with him, but Okafor's just kicked it straight at the heels of Nico Williams there. Gibbs White's got away from Ampadu and Stack. Now Schlager spreads the play over to the left-hand side for Netz. Gibbs White with a cross. Poor one in the end, a really poor cross. It's going to be a Leeds goal kick. Peru scored. I think both parties would be reasonably, not happy, but reasonably accepting of a draw in this one. Like I said, it's very evenly matched. Bogle plays that back to Trafford. Trafford does well to clear that one. Didn't go out for a throw-in, but he did well to get it away. Ball back to Sells as he launches that one forward. Bogle carrying the ball forward. He does well. He pokes the ball to Aronson. Was fouled in the end, though. There's a chance for Leeds to get the ball forward. Can you ban that account, please? Or just... yeah, I'm not going to get annoyed. By the way, guys, just to remind you, if a goal goes in at either end in this game, please don't tell me about it until I have reacted to it, because I won't have seen it yet. Here's Bogle. Now Aronson. Aronson loses the ball there. Now Chris Wood. Foul by Bogle in the end. Free kick to Forest. Yeah, it was a foul from Bogle there. Here's Wood. Now we go Jesus. Blocked off by a lot of Leeds players there. Aronson trying to charge away and get that from Murillo, but he's never going to win that battle. Go back to the Leeds lineup. Oops, I clicked it too many times. His nets. Now, Igor Jesus spreads that ball over to Jaya Cunha. Now Nico Williams tries to give it back to him. Okafor's tracking all the time there. Sends him away. It's going to be a foul by Okafor and a free kick to Forest. Yeah, there's no need for Okafor to do that, really. And he's given them a free kick in a decent position. Looks like it's going to be Williams and Schlager over this free kick over by the corner flag. Stack at the front post with Calvert-Lewin ready to try and head this away. Ball put into the box, headed away by Biol in the end. It's remarkable how many times they say that. Schlager headed it back across. Trafford is able to poke it down and grab it then. And then a good throw out from him as well to Rodon, who can't quite get it. Ooh, that's hurt. That's really hurt Gibbs White there. And do you know what? I did that on Thursday at five-a-side. When somebody strikes the ball and you try and block it with your foot turned to the side, it can really jar your knee. It's Aronson off, Longstaff on. So I think that means that Stack's going to play a bit higher up. So that is Sean Longstaff on. There we are. Longstaff does score late goals, doesn't he? That one against Bournemouth. Good header by Stack. Justin's going to pressure Nico Williams out there and force him to go all the way back to Sells. Okafor closing him down, but Sells gets there easy enough to clear it. Nets tries to send that forward. Here's Jacobiol. Yeah, that was weird. Wood just kind of walked up to Biol as he was about to head it and just went, no, I'll let you head it away. He just left it. Rodon tries to play that inside, but it's cut out by Forest again here. Matt Sells now with the ball. It's not been a fantastic game of football, I must say. There's not been good football played by either team, really, but it could end with something, some sort of freak goal or a bit of magic. Either way, let's hope that comes for Leeds. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw Elvedi and Alfie Cresswell start in the Carabao Cup game. Rodon with the ball down the line. Oh, Murillo's just hoofed that up in the air and it's not really gone anywhere. Milenkovic heads it away. Here's Igor Jesus. Plays the ball through to Wood, but Muharemovic is able to just poke it back to Trafford, who just, again, hoofs it into touch. Free kick to Leeds here, I think. Not really sure why. I think there might have been an offside, but I didn't see it. Ten-ish, Robert, not 20-ish. 85th minute, sorry. Here's Stack. Now Okafor cuts inside. Okafor still going. Okafor still going inside the box. He tries to poke it through. Milenkovic is too strong for him. But that block there from Stack is a good one. It's not gone far on the clearance. Leeds have got the ball still. Now Longstaff. Ampadu. Good ball to Rodon, whose ball into the box is a good one. Calvert-Lewin still got it there. No, he hasn't. It's cleared away by Murillo, who's gone down in a heap. Yeah, he's injured here, Murillo. Sometimes in a game like this, I don't think anybody deserves man of the match. But I think I'd give it to... It's one of the centre-backs. I think it's either Beal or Murillo. Diamande's getting... Well, he's not really getting warmed up. He's just kind of staring at Murillo, waiting for him to be injured. That could be a free kick to Leeds, and it is in a good position there, right on the corner of the box. Do you know what, Chewy? Yeah, I used to live in Lancaster, and that's where John Richardson is from. However, that's not really where my original accent is from. Not far away, but still. Stack then, getting ready to take this free kick. He shoots. Oh, it's in! It's in! It's only Anton Stack! It had to be Anton Stack with a free kick, didn't it? Already, he's blasted it in. Leeds 1. Forest 0 with 3 minutes to go. Anton Stack has whipped it in the corner. He's so good at that. He is so good at that. And Sells could not get the hands behind it to stop it going in. The power of it. By the way, what are the chances of CB's and Karen's messages having the exact same amount of ends on get in? That's so strange. But amazing. Just whipped it near post and he just couldn't get there, Sells. A lovely bit of quality from Stack. Just can't get there, can he, Sells? He pushes it into his own net. 1-0. Come on. Get in. Commentator saying not an amazing free kick, is a good strike on target, but he placed it exactly where he knew the goalkeeper wouldn't be able to get to it. Here's Gibbs White. Biol with a good foot, and then Muharemovic. No nonsense. Peter Kay style says, have it, and sends it into Rosette. Good header away by James Justin. See, that's the thing about Anton Stack, isn't it? People talking about taking him off and bringing Longstaff on earlier in the game because he wasn't having such a good game. But when you can just do that out of nothing, it really makes a difference. Wow, what a good catch that was by James Trafford. He just dived over the top of Rodon and caught that. Plus 3 minutes injury time. Although I'm not sure I trust that if it's from SofaScore and it keeps giving the wrong numbers on things. Starting the game 15 minutes early and such. Here's Okafor trying to carry on that ball. Ball's bobbling around everywhere there. Ipswich 2, Sunderland 1. So they are bringing on Arnaud Calimuendo here, Forest, at the end. Here's Igor Jesus trying to poke the ball forward. He gets it back again. And to Morgan Gibbs-White. Rodon does foul him there, but he's been given the advantage. And now it's a free kick in a dangerous area for Forest. Well, in a dangerous area against Leeds. Yeah, Rodon just gets there too late and fouls Gibbs-White. No real need to do that. Come on, Trafford. This is where you earn your money. Or hopefully it just hits the wall or goes wide, but... Two minutes to go then, plus whatever's added on for this delay. Leeds have got a draft excluder in there. Chris Wood's free there on the edge, but... Murillo and Gibbs-White over this one. Come on, just blast it into the crowd. Gibbs-White over the bar. And James Trafford climbs onto his goal and hangs there like a monkey. Trafford clean sheet and a 1-0 win would be really, really good. Murillo is going to come off and Arnaud Calimuendo is going to come on. I think Leeds were linked with Calimuendo when we first came up under Bielsa, weren't we? Oh, looks like Leeds are going to be making a substitution. Nico Elvedi is going to come on for Leeds in a minute. Although I actually think that he might not get time. I don't think he might not get time to even come on the pitch here, Elvedi, and he might have to wait till his next game to get his debut. Williams dispossessed there by Okafor on the cover. Really well done, but they've won the ball back. No, Okafor's won the ball back again here. He plays the ball down the line towards Calvert-Lewin, but Milenkovic is always going to win that race. Play the ball back to Sells. Sells left foot plays the ball forward. That's the end of the game. Nico Elvedi doesn't get to make his debut, but Leeds do get off to a winning start. 1-0 to Leeds. Leeds did it to Oliver Glasner's Crystal Palace last season, and they do it now to Oliver Glasner's Nottingham Forest. Leeds win their first game of the season, 1-0. Leeds United get off to a winning start thanks to a great free kick from Anton Stack. As it stands, Leeds United sit 5th in the Premier League table with 3 points, 1 game, 1 win, 0 goals against, 1 goal for. Leeds United finish match day 1 with a victory. Thanks everybody so much for watching us. Watching me. Oh, wait, I need to say this first. Thank you so much, Robert Wetzel, for the $20 super chat. Well done for the first win. Thank you so much, Robert. I really, really appreciate that. Thank you to each and every one of you who have left super chat. Special thank you to Robert for that amount. And look, everybody, Leeds are off to a winning start. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you, members, for continuing to support the channel. Thank you, all of you lovely subscribers who keep supporting the channel. There's a video tomorrow, a transfer video about Mykhailo Mudryk and the potential loan move for him. I talk about the whole transfer, what he's like, how he would help Leeds, and what sort of player he is, etc., etc. And then, of course, we'll be live again on Tuesday night for Leeds United versus Nottingham Forest in the Cup as well. So thanks for watching Leeds lately. I will do a match reaction now, and you'll see that on the channel shortly. Thanks so much, Robert, for the super chat. Thanks everybody so much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.